Thank you, Secretary Spacera and Mayorkas, for being here today. I want to stay on the metrics question because Secretary Mayorkas, as we've heard this morning, most of the discussion about our borders has to do with the southern border. But in fact, what we're seeing is increased encounters across our northern border as well. And in particular, the Border Patrol's Swanton sector, which covers, as you know, 5 counties in New York, Vermont, and New Hampshire, over to Maine, has seen more than a 500% increase in encounters between 2022 and 2023. Now, the Border Patrol does not keep this data disaggregated for Vermont and New Hampshire. Our office has been requesting the number of encounters that have taken place in New Hampshire over the last year, and we are being told that that information is not something that can be provided to us. When we ask why, we were told it wasn't kept, but we keep the number of encounters so it can be disaggregated. When we ask again, we were told that there is a Freedom of Information Act case regarding these data that prevents sharing that information with my office. We've investigated the law. That's not correct. I'm not part of that case. And the Freedom of Information Act plainly states it's not a justification for withholding information from Congress. We need accurate information so that we can know how to address law enforcement issues, communication issues at our northern border, just as we do at the southern border. So, as you know, you received a letter from my office requesting this information. Can you commit that you'll get us this disaggregated information?
Senator, I commit to working with you on this. My understanding is that we do have it specific to the sector, but not broken down by state. I am looking into that with my colleagues, and I know that you have asked for this information a number of times, and I commit to working with you on that.
Thank you. We're happy to provide some people to go through the data to disaggregate New Hampshire from Vermont so that we know exactly what we're talking about. So I don't think personnel should be an issue there. One of the other challenges we're having at the northern border, and I know all of us who have states that share a border with Canada have many of these same issues, but it's the communications to have law enforcement be able to talk to each other, be able to talk to other officials, to CBP agents. And in New Hampshire, our Pittsburgh station relies on satellite internet service, which lacks the reliability of wired broadband, so that it's very hard sometimes to process and screen vehicles that are entering from Canada. It's difficult to be able to make those communications work. Again, will you commit to work with us to explore solutions to address that at the northern border?
Yes, I will, Senator.